And here in the corporate area, the Court of Appeal hearing to determine if Director of Public Prosecutions Paula Llewellyn will remain in office continued today. Her attorney described the government's move to extend her tenure by adjusting the retirement age as admirable. However, the unanswered question is whether the change was enacted for an improper purpose. Natalia Clark was back in court.
Admirable is how Director of Public Prosecutions Paula Llewellyn's lawyer is describing last year's decision by the government to amend the Constitution, raising the retirement age of the DPP and Auditor General to 65. King's Counsel Douglas Leys asserts that this move aligns the retirement age of the DPP with that of most public officers. However, King's Counsel Michael Hylton argues the sole purpose of the amendment was to extend Llewellyn's tenure after holding the position since 2008. Representing the opposition People's National Party, Hylton is determined to prove that the amendments were made with an improper motive. On Thursday, he presented his case to the Court of Appeal, meticulously detailing the sequence of events leading up to the constitutional change. Hylton emphasized that in February 2023, Llewellyn requested a second tenure extension through the Public Service Commission, a request that was denied by Prime Minister Andrew Holness based on legal advice. With Llewellyn's tenure set to end in September 2023, Hylton argued that the impending vacancy was evident. However, despite this, he says no effort was made to advertise the post or identify a successor. Instead, a bill was swiftly introduced to Parliament on July 25. Referencing an affidavit from then-acting leader of opposition business Michael Phillips, Hylton stated that the opposition was blindsided by the bill and had no opportunity to review it thoroughly before it was tabled and passed. He pointed out that 3 days later in the Senate, the opposition raised concerns and proposed an amendment for the bill to take effect on January 1, 2024, which would have prevented Llewellyn from benefiting from the increased retirement age. This amendment was rejected, and the government, leveraging its majority, sent the bill to the Governor-General for assent. Hylton contended that the timeline clearly indicates that the law was amended solely to benefit the incumbent DPP, which he deems unconstitutional. He argued that the how, when, and why to pass the bill breached the separation of powers, compromising the independence of the DPP's office. King's Counsel Ransford Bryan, representing the government, however, says such arguments draw the court into political controversy and maintains the changes were lawful. He argued that the fact that an incumbent benefits from the legislation does not inherently indicate an improper purpose. The Court of Appeal is set to wrap up the hearing on Friday. The three-judge panel's decision could have significant implications for the government and the perception of independence of the DPP's office. Natalia Clark, CVM News.